I want to address something when there is animosity and issues within the family. There are no winners. Nobody wins. The person that starts the conflict and the chaos doesn't win. Neither does the one that is the recipient of the confusion and the conflict and the chaos. Nobody wins. So when we decide, at some point, we have to decide, you know what, I'm gonna forgive and move on. I'm gonna keep my power. I'm gonna take my power back, or this person is not gonna cause me to feel some type of way every time I see them or every time I hear their voice. I'm just gonna feel a peace, and that's what we should strive to do. Strive to feel peace, not anger, not a bitterness, because at some point you have to forgive. The worst hurt comes from, I'm getting emotional. The worst hurt comes from family and friends, especially when you pride yourself on always being there for everybody when nobody else would be there for them in every area, no matter what they need. And then to find out that you are so disliked, and you feel like you're almost hated. Forgiveness is your journey and your first step to healing. Not to say that sometimes some days may be where you may get upset all over again thinking about it. And then some days when you want to talk about it, you may get emotional, just like I just did. And I think the emotion comes from having to deal with a relationship that you had with your family, and you thought you were as important to them as they are to you, and you almost want to use the word, you feel like they hate you, but you don't want to connect that word with family. You don't want to say your family hates you, but that's how it makes you feel, especially when the only thing you can hear is when somebody comes back and tell you something bad that's being said about you, and you bewildered, you're confused, and you don't know why. You don't know why your family members are so, because it has to be something. It's something that they're holding against you, or they're upset with you about something, and you don't know what it is. And it may not be anything even significant, but just because of who you are, they decide that I'm going to do everything I can, everything in my power. Every time I wake up, every time I open my mouth, I'm going to say something bad about this person. Forgive. You're not going to forget, but forgive and move on with your life. That's all I'm trying to say.